Here's the starting lineup for our feature event for the sprint cars. Kenny Hamilton on the pole with Jeff Gardner alongside. Second row, Scott Hansen and Tracy Hines. Casey Kane and Tony Stewart in the third row. Then Rick Hendricks and Levi Jones. Tony Hunt and Jason McCord make up row number 5. The sixth row, Kevin Feeney and Brian McLish. Aaron Pierce and Jim Waters in row number 7. The eighth row, Lonnie Adamson and Bud Kading. Bobby McMahon and Todd Ellison back in row 9. In the 10th row, Shauna Hogue and John Starks. Chuck Maddox and Eric Bootsy will make up row number 11. And back in the final row is Mike Albee and Amy Barnes. There's Scott Hansen. We go to Amy quickly before green.
Well, when we talked to Scott, it was really interesting because he had to walk away from our conversation to talk to Rick Hendrick, and he said, "I'm junk. I'm changing everything on this. What are you running?" And Scott told him, now that is competition, and good competition we'll see between these two guys for this championship.
The green flag has fallen, and a huge roar down into turn number 1. Lap number 1 is completed, and Jeff Gardner has the lead.
Yeah, Hamilton running in second. That's Tracy Hines in the white black car on the outside. Running in third or maybe fourth. Scott Hansen, though, in that black car running back here right now in fourth position is the guy that's battling for the championship.
And a little bit of brake smoke from the 99.
Oh!
And this car sideways. That is Hansen.
Boy, that's not going to help him one bit. That's Casey Kane in the red car who also got involved in that. And looks like Hansen has a flat left front tire. So at least he's going to have to make it into the pit area and get that fixed. Casey Kane came up on that accident a little bit late, spun out. He'll probably be able to get restarted, but this is a huge, huge break for Rick Hendricks because he's only 8 points out of the lead, and this is going to really help him as they head into the final part of this race.
Let's take a look at what happened. He dove to the inside of Tracy Hines and then made contact with him.
Yeah, he just wiggled just ever so slightly and made contact with the right front to the left rear. And there's Levi Jones. He's trying to stay under power, just powers over that left front tire while he's sitting still on the racetrack.
And notice that orange number 20, which managed to escape everything. He had to take evasive action and go to the high side. Oh, he just missed Hansen.
Well, some days it's better to be lucky than good. In that case, he was pretty lucky.
Well, Ray, meanwhile, is with the guy who has won the National Midget Car Championship. Ray?
And, Bob, what a year it's been for Dave Darlin. He defends his championship from a year ago, but a couple of really hard crashes this year. You lost your father, but is this as gratifying winning this year's championship as it was a year ago?
Oh, yeah, it's, last year was really important because it was my first midget win and my, a third overall. And it tied me with Tony Stewart and Pancho Carter for winning all 3 major USAC divisions last year as far as championships. But, this team here does a great job. Steve Lewis, car owner, he supplies us with, everything we need to win championships and races. And I got Bob East and Kelly Drake here on the team that makes all the calls and does a great job with the car. And the whole crew does a great job. And, with Ed Pink Ford, Team ASE, and the Beast car runs good all year long. And just consistency and we didn't quite win as many races as we'd like to have, but consistency paid off in the long run here.
Okay, congratulations. 3 wins for Dave Darlin this year. He is your champion. And, guys, you think he might just sit around all winter and do nothing? No way. He's headed to New Zealand to do some more racing. Dave Darlin is your champion for the Midgets this year.
A very versatile and a very talented driver. Meanwhile, the Scott Hansen car is on the hook as his hopes for a championship seem to be fading away quickly. We'll be right back. Under caution here at Las Vegas, just 2 of 40 laps completed. Jeff Gardner has the lead over Kenny Hamilton, Tracy Hines, Tony Stewart, and Jason McCord. And Amy, Scott Hansen is in a bit of a hurt here, isn't he?
Well, he sure is. They're just now lowering him off the wrecker. He indeed did stay in. The car is buckled in as the crew goes to work. They are going to change the left front tire. He also has some damage. Looks minor. Maybe let's see here, the radius rod slightly bent, which is going to affect his steering, and then just some cosmetic stuff, the headers and the left side nerf bar. But that tire is the most important thing. They need to get it on, get him back out there. Every position counts as points, and with just 8 separating him from third, and that's who he's battling, Rick Hendricks. Remember, he had such good sportsmanlike conduct, too, to tell Rick what his setup was. Let's hope that doesn't come back to bite him.
And on the racetrack, Tony Stewart has taken over second position from Kenny Hamilton, and now Stewart sets his sights. Oh, and a spin behind him.
McCord got tapped a little bit. There's very tight quarters down there, and he just spun around, did a half spin. Luckily, nobody ran into him, but things were plenty tight down there. Just got tapped a little bit and spun around. But Tony Stewart, he's done a great job as he made an outside pass, and on this racetrack, that is not an easy thing to do.
Let's take a look at what happened as McCord headed down into turn number 1 behind Tracy Hines, and he gets a little help.
Yeah, well, he got out of the throttle, and McLeish just tapped him a little bit and just turned him around. When you're running that close and you lift just a little bit like he did, you're probably going to get tapped. So I don't think that was just one of those racing things.
Jason McCord waiting for the tow truck to get him pushed off again. He has 4 Western Sprint Car starts this year. This is his 5th, and 2 USAC National Sprint Car wins this year. Both of those came at Indianapolis Raceway Park. There is the 97 car of Rick Hendricks from Canyon Country, California, and he may have a championship in the book here.
Yeah, he's running in 6th position right now, and barring any bad luck, if he gets knocked out and falls way to the back, he could still lose it. But the most important thing for him now is just to hang in there, finish up here in the top 10 or so, and he will win this because Hansen has lost a lot of positions because he's in the pit area.
These were the point standings coming into this event. You see how close it was among the top 3 with just 8 points separating them. Rick Hendricks has made 9 starts this year, picked up his first career sprint car win. That was at Tucson. He has finished in the top 10 7 of the 9 races, so a very consistent run for Rick Hendricks.
And Chad Nichols, obviously he's not in this race, so he's out of the championship hunt. He was only a rookie, so he had a great run. He's got to be very happy. But Scott Hansen is back on the racetrack, but he's going to be about 2 or 3 laps down.
Back to Amy East.
Well, the team pulled together, and as you guys see, he is back out there. This team, they did some great stuff, and we're learning now from USAC he's only 1 lap down, so anything is still possible in this Western States Sprint Car Championship.
And just 4 laps completed, so we have quite a few to go here, and anything can happen, so we'll not count him out of the championship run just yet, but it's going to go right down to the checkered flag, it would appear. There's Levi Jones in the Jeff Walker racing machine as he's getting pushed off.
Yeah, it appears he's trying to get into the pit area. He's pulled down to the inside with no power, and he doesn't look like it's going to fire, so he's going to go back in the pit area without any horsepower, and the engine won't run. So it's a tough break. Scott Hansen has kind of an interesting occupation. He builds props for some of the TV shows that you see every once in a while, including Yes Dear.
And he is, we are being told now, 2 laps down as the United States Auto Club rechecks the scoring calculations. He is 2 laps down. Jeff Gardner is at the front of the field right now, but we will certainly keep our eye on the number 20 car of Stewart as we get the green flag here in just a moment, because he was on a run. Hamilton is running in 3rd, then Hines is running in the 4th position.
Yeah, that's a brand new Eagle chassis that Tony Stewart is driving. Remember, he owns Daniel Lasowski's World of Outlaw car. They have an Eagle chassis in the World of Outlaws. They asked Russell if he would build them a car, Jerry Russell, if he would build them a car for the payment. He said, well, sure, I'll give it a try. Well, obviously his first try was pretty doggone good.
We're on board here with Tony Hunt, who is a former champion of this division.
Yeah, he certainly is. He's been running the pavement. He's gone back east a couple of times, tried to run the Silver Crown, but he's very tough out here on the West Coast in these pavement cars.
As a matter of fact, he won last year's championship in the Western Sprint Car Division in the United States Auto Club, but things not quite as successful for him here in 2002. He did, however, pick up a victory earlier this year at Madeira and at Boise. All right, green flag is coming back out, and here we go once again. Look at Stewart. Oh, good jump to the inside. Can't get the advantage over Gardner at the moment, who's also a former champion of this division. Let's see how things go as they head for turns 3 and 4.
Jeff Gardner didn't run nearly as many races this year as he ran last year. That's the reason he's not up there in the point standings. But here tonight, he has been very quick all night long. And Tony Stewart appears to be a little quicker right now, though, just like he usually is.
Gardner is the 1998 USAC Western Sprint Car champion. Right now doing a nice job of holding off the challenge of Tony Stewart. And Stewart is right there.
Well, Tony's just biding his time. Ooh, he got in there a little bit easy. The yellow flag come out? Oh, yeah, sure did. There's Casey Kane. He's made some contact with John Starks. Those guys are kind of stuck together. Starks, you can see, he also has a flat left front tire. So what we thought was Stewart having some problems or slowing down when he saw the yellow flag before any of the rest of us saw it. That was all that happened there.
So the tow truck once again arrives at the scene of the incident. 6 laps completed, and the lead is being held here by Jeff Gardner with Stewart running second.